pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.
Pulse VI 90.9 FM, Caribbean Superstation. You're here with the Swain Show, Binta and BVI Chick. How are we doing today?
Hey, I'm okay. How about you?
I'm tired, but let's not talk about me.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I think it's really funny that you guys have stuck with BVI Chick this whole time.
But that's my nickname
That's her
from
nickname.
like forever.
No,
It's been my nickname from like when Yahoo first started email. That was my tag, and it never changed. When I got a personal license, like it was my tag. It's just
No, I
my
spoke to
tag.
somebody yesterday and he was saying he listened to our first show. He's like, oh yeah, I remember I watched the first show because the BVI Chick thing, that's when that happened. I'm like, yeah, that's when that happened. So that was really,
Oh,
I'm
he
like,
probably
okay.
thought that it started then. No, but
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But my real email address is BBI Chick.
Yeah, I
Yes.
remember because that's your Instagram name.
Yeah.
AKA
See?
Hot Chick.
Well, I'll take hot chick. You know, at my age, yeah, hot is needed. So what's up? What's up? What's
I
up?
don't know, tell us what's going on in the BVI.
This week was a hectic week for me work-wise, but you know, that's how work always is. But I was a little disappointed as I walked the island today.
Yeah.
You know, I do my Saturday walk from King Garden Bay all the way to the end of Carrot Bay.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mr. Clem Smith. I told him I'm gonna shout him out because he's like, I listen to you on the radio. You know, that's my dad's cousin. So yeah, shout out Mr. Smith. I was depressed. I mean, I don't see enough happening. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't see
absolutely.
enough happening.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. I think we're like 9 months, 8 months since Irma, and the island looks like crap.
Yeah.
You know, it depresses me. And then when I look at Mr. Clem this morning, you know, a lady came up to him and she was like, you're always on your porch sitting down. And he's like, I have nothing else to do. Mr. Clem is a steel pan player. He's the one that has his son.
Yeah.
The duo. I mean, and he had a bar downstairs his house. All that is wrecked. Okay.
Wow.
Really?
So I'm pleading to social development, Ministry of Health, whoever, take care of the seniors. I'm serious. I'm just over it. They came out in February. They did some assessment. They came back in April. A lot of the seniors are telling me they have not heard anything. It's ridiculous.
No, but that's
Let's take care of them. I'm
That's the
sorry.
problem. That's what they do. They go out, they say, okay, I'm going to help you. They do assessments, come back again a second time. What are you doing? Another assessment. How many assessments do you need to figure out
Thank
exactly
you.
what you need to do?
You know what I'm saying?
So I think that's an issue that we need to, you know,
Hold
work
somebody
on before-
accountable.
Yeah, hold somebody
Yeah.
accountable because it's kind of it's questionable that that's all you do.
Yeah.
How many
Just to
assessments
let
do you
people know,
need?
hey, I'm out here. If somebody tells you something, you're like, no, I just went out there, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm tired of
I don't
it.
know.
You know, I remember when they came to assess my mom's house because, you know, my mom lived literally underwater in King Garden Bay. And it was like, when they came back out, they were like, oh, you all did the roof. I'm like, well, yeah, my mom wants to come home. How long do you expect us to wait for you guys to give something?
Exactly,
You
exactly.
know? So then they're like, well, we don't do refunds. I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. We already did that. And then they're like, well, when are you ordering your windows? I'm like, I ordered the windows. I can't wait. How much longer am I going to wait?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of seniors who don't have that support system. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, their kids have their own issues.
Yeah, I mean, so many people. You talk about seniors. So many people have passed away since Hurricane Irma, and
The
most
stress
of them
alone.
has been seniors,
Yeah.
and it's been merely off of stress, just off of stress, off of worried. And if you look at the statistics of Puerto Rico, they tell us that only 26 people died.
Now
they say
But when you look at the
four.
statistics of it, it's over 4,000 people.
I don't
and
get
no
that.
one says anything about it.
Listen,
no one says
the
anything about it.
stress is real. Let me tell you, if you don't put it behind you and just say, look, whatever happens, gonna happen, you will die stressing. I
Yeah.
met a lady yesterday in the grocery store, and she's like, you know, I paid a guy in January to build some cabinets, and here it is, June, and he ain't show up to her house yet.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean?
Contractors.
Yep.
It's like somebody has to help the people. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody.
Even the company I work for right now, because it's my cousin's company, we do renovations for JASAV. And there are times where we want to tell people, hey, we're going to see you next week. But then it's like next week comes and we still have more work to do. So I understand it from the contractor's point of view, but the contractors here are really getting ridiculous and out of control with not only inflation prices, but lack of work. I never knew how terrible the work was in the BVI until I became a tradesman.
I'm telling you.
I never knew.
The work ethic
And the work is horrible. I've been in
horrible.
some buildings. I wish I could tell y'all which buildings I were in. I've been in some buildings where we had to demolish them, and renovate them and what's not. And we seen the kind of work they have behind those dry walls. Y'all do not
I
want to
believe
see.
you. I
It's
totally
horrible.
believe you. I already told the guy that's going to be working on my house, I'm going to take off from work. I'm going to be right here watching everything. Because, my house is only, 10 years old? And the damage in it is like, that it wasn't done 100% properly. So I'm not dealing with that next time. I'm serious.
Even you were saying your house is 10 years old. My house was a month old.
Oh, I know, babe.
Sorry.
And it's still, it shouldn't have, I don't think it shouldn't have been, the damage shouldn't have been as
Yeah,
bad.
your
It
damage
It was bad, but for a
Yeah.
house that's a month old,
Yeah. It's just, that's because we have no regulations. In America, when you pick up a tradesman, he better have some kind of certificate or something proving that
exactly.
he could do the job.
Exactly.
Here, they go
to
out on the corner.
the tree over there and say,
Right.
Spanish man, with a Spanish man, you looking at job.
It's like
Quick,
Home Depot in
quick.
the States.
They
Yeah.
can't listen. And let
No,
me tell you
legit.
something. Some of them so lazy.
They
Yeah.
just sit on
Oh
the
my
tree,
God.
you looking at
Yeah.
job. How many
Yeah.
times I've needed somebody to help me with something. And they said, what are you doing, Benta? Go over there by the tree. I
No,
said, what
Right.
tree?
Don't go
the
the
tree
tree.
over there by Flo.
No, don't get the tree guy. No.
First of all, you're a woman. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'd get creeped out. I don't do it. So I just
Yeah.
like, that's why my
No.
house is still not finished.
Yeah, nah.
Doesn't that frustrate you?
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't trust. Anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was just feeling depressed because I'm like, summer is coming. It's festival time. A lot of people come home. And although the ships are not coming back as yet, we have a lot of land-based guests that comes every year repetitiously every year. So they're going to be coming soon,
Yeah.
and there's nothing, no improvement. The island looks like crap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I felt depressed.
It absolutely
The
does.
city. This is our city. Come on.
It absolutely does.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I hate to bring it up because you brought it up last week, but
Yes.
you have a $700,000 budget for festival.
Well,
What do we do? Do we not have festival, or do we have festival and cut the money in half?
I think
and
we have to-
save
they
the
did
rest.
I think we have to be
They did?
realistic.
I-
They
okay,
did,
that's
but we
news to
still
me.
have to be realistic with our reality. I think that's the problem with us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's live in our reality. There are a lot of people that are literally one step away from being homeless.
Right. Yep.
Because if we get another flood, they're homeless.
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you understand
Absolutely,
me?
yeah.
So I think we have to live in our reality and, sometimes say, look, yes, we want to celebrate because there's a purpose and there's a reason, but let's do it within our means. What do you think, Baker?
there's-
I mean, y'all know y'all know how I think.
Yes.
Okay, so my thing is, you cut the budget, you're gonna have a problem. You
Right.
don't cut the budget,
you're gonna have a
you
problem.
have a problem.
You add more to the
You
budget.
add do this, you do that, so
Well,
you can't
yeah.
please anybody. So might as
Yeah.
well just do what you want. And if
Right.
we didn't have a festival, you know how many comments I saw from people saying, "Why we having a da 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 da?
Right.
Y'all don't see all these people homeless, people still in shelters." Okay, cool. But if y'all didn't have any festival or blah 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 blah, y'all would have been complaining. Oh, da da da. What happened when St. Croix Carnival happened? What happened when St. Thomas? Y'all left Totola to go over there.
Yeah,
But
true.
our own stuff that's happening here, our festival emancipation celebration, people gonna say, "Oh, don't."
No, I definitely think we need to have a celebration. I just think we need to look at ways. We waste a lot.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
But they did
We
cut the
wasted a
budget.
lot.
We
We
waste
wasted
a
a lot of
lot.
money.
And I just think that it's time that all these people that we send away to get second and third degrees put their degrees to the test.
Yeah.
Let's start being realistic and let's come up with good plans. Come on now. We spend a lot of money sending all kinds of people over to college. They get their first degree, they get a second degree. Do you know how much educated people we have in this
We
territory?
have a lot of educated people, but you're sending those people away to come back to work for the same people who's stopping them from bringing
Well,
forth
then
their
sometimes
ideas.
Right.
So that's what I feel like that's where it is.
Absolutely.
People want to bring their creativity forth, but then you have all the, sorry to say it, all the older not sorry. I know you don't like when I say that, but like you know what I mean.
That shade she's
no,
calling on me.
because
I think so.
because I'm thinking when she say why y'all always
Yeah.
So that was my
People.
disclaimer.
That's
but
okay, baby.
Yeah, so you have everybody else. So even from like with when I first started, when I moved back home and I started working, certain ideas I brought forth, somebody would say, "No, we're not going to do that because we've been doing this the whole way." Your way is dumb. Sorry to say it.
Right.
Your ways, it was not
Yeah.
working. I'm trying to give you ways. This is a suggestion. I'm saying it might not be perfect, but at least
Yeah.
let's try it.
Let's try it,
No,
yeah.
we've been
Change.
doing this. let's not do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Your idea is over there. So what am I going to school
feel
for?
you.
Yeah,
I
we're
feel
very
you.
much afraid of change here. I mean, it's around the world. It's around the world. Everyone has that community where they're afraid to do something. They're afraid to step outside the
Right.
box. They're afraid to listen to the younger generations because they feel like we're stupid, dumb, and we don't know what we're talking about. And it's kind of sad. It's kind of very, very sad because you have countries like Australia. You have countries like I can't say Alaska. You have countries like Canada. What are they doing so right with their economy in terms of the children and the innovations of the younger people? What are they doing so right?
They're giving them a chance to put what they've learned to work.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? And
Bingo.
that's our problem is that some of us old heads, you hear that, Benta? Some of us old heads don't like to give in and
Yeah.
step back. And I mean, listen, the future has to go on. We're building, we're moving forward. We need the young generation to take us there. That's why I keep saying next election, I better see some young people
No,
up
honestly.
on that list.
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
telling you, I don't want
totally
no
agree.
old heads in there because we keep recycling the same things over and over and getting nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'm putting it out there.
Let me put this out there to Kevin. I hope you're listening. I'll vote for you. I can't vote, but I'll vote for you.
Hey, I'm just saying we need
I agree.
new blood. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And then
we
you
do.
need
We keep recycling the same people. We're gonna get the same crap.
But what happens when it's the same people that are in power that are teaching the ones that are coming up?
That's their fault because I feel like you should know better. Certain things you should know better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. The only thing the only how things work in the BVI is when you know somebody.
Yeah. You know what?
Sorry to say it.
Yeah.
So-
that was one of the reasons why it was hard for me to move home.
Yeah.
Very hard for me to
Yeah.
move back home because you get tired of that kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and that's our problem in our government right now is that we have people in positions because of who they are and they're not doing anything. They're just moving that person's agenda forward.
Right.
They're not doing the people's work.
Right.
And we need the people's work done.
Yeah.
I do, and I feel like if you have the younger generation, you're having them work to fixing this is their generation. Why not give them a chance?
Right. And they're the leaders of the future.
They're the future. You're trying to create a future for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we got to go on a break in a little minute or so, but I wanted to mention Black Spider-Man. The guy that climbed the tower on the side
The
of the
French
building to
guy
save the
in
young
France,
child.
yes.
Oh, you don't know. I see by your eyes.
from where?
I
Mali?
think I
Mali, yeah.
saw it on Facebook, but I don't
African
click on
people,
everything I
yes.
see.
Okay,
Sorry.
this guy,
That's the old head
if you
in
don't
me.
know the story, this guy saw a kid dangling from
Yes.
the third or fourth floor, and he took it upon himself to climb
my
all floors to save this
Selfless.
kid.
Selfless.
My number one question is, first let me say congrats to you, bro.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah, I saw
I
the
don't know where he
picture.
came from. And the whole backstory of him is that he came to France to look for a job and blah, blah, and he got it.
Wow.
They offered him not only citizenship, but they offered him a job as a fireman.
Oh my gosh.
My biggest question, though, even though all that's fantastic, where were the parents? How did this kid get on the balcony?
Boy,
How
let
did
me
this
tell
kid get
you.
over the balcony and dangling for at least 10 minutes?
I haven't heard the parents mention.
The parents were not mentioned until after. Exactly, they're not mentioned until after. So maybe I have to research it.
Yeah,
maybe the story's out there.
let's-
I'm gonna
let's do some
research it
research.
within 5 minutes when we
Yes.
come back off of the break, and I'll let you guys know what happened. But that is my biggest question. I want to know the parents' excuse.
Wow. I'm scared to hear.
So anyway, we got Drastic, we got Brass,
Woo!
a power couple. Y'all know them.
Yes,
We know them. I love them. They're here. I'll be
Nope.
biased today.
And
I'm
our
sorry.
social media people love them too because they began a lot.
We've gotten this is the most
love.
likes we've
my
gotten
God.
about
God.
someone being on the show. Just
On
putting
our
that
Pulse
out there.
history. It's
So
Pulse
this is
history
Pulse
since we
history.
started, yeah. So you guys kind of are taking over.
Exactly. So they'll be
So,
here right
yeah.
now when we get back off of this break. 90.9 FM Pulse VI. You're here with us on the Caribbean Superstation. We'll be right back.
Pulse VI.
Yo, Pulse VI. We're here with Drastic and Brass Drastic.
Yes, I love it.
I like that.
How you
I
guys
love
doing?
it.
Good.
Y'all look tired, no lie.
Man,
Traveling.
for weeks.
Where you guys came
Oh
from?
wow.
Which time?
Just now.
Wakanda.
Before.
Comments.
Before that.
Wakanda.
Atlanta,
And before that.
Antigua.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Whirlwind, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all something. So you left. Oma made you guys leave.
Yeah.
How's it been since then? I hate to bring it up because I've saw a lot of your interviews. I heard a lot of your interviews in Antigua, and I know they asked you a lot of the same questions. But the people in Total, I need to know. How's it been since you left? And did you see it as something that would, I don't know, like, did you have high hopes for it, or were you just, it's just you have to go, let's go?
It's I have to go.
Let's go.
Right.
Type
Yeah.
situation. If I could have stayed here, I would have stayed here.
Okay.
But you know, we had the 2-year-old, and I just didn't want him in the condition that we were in immediately after the storm, and we had an opportunity to get back to Antigua, and that is my original hometown. So why not go back there, right?
Right.
And press the reset button.
Yeah. And how it's been since you've been back? Give us a little bit of what's been happening.
It's been crazy because compared to here, it's fast paced. I guess.
Yeah. Well.
Compared to here.
Yeah.
There's something to do every weekend. There's a lot of fets, and they're getting ready for the carnival season.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of interviews, a lot of radio. I've been working on my releases because I'm trying to get my project out, and I'm doing the Soca Monarch competition.
Wow.
Groovy and jumpy, so it's been a lot to deal with that and just everything else.
Right.
It was hurtful leaving here too,
Yeah.
because well, all my boys tell me I didn't need to feel like this, but it felt like you were kind of turning your back, you know. But
Well, when you have a family,
Yeah, I was just
especially
about to
such
say,
a young baby, you have to, make the move that's best for your family at the time.
First,
Yeah.
and your child first, and then do whatever's best. But wasn't Antigua hit too? Wasn't it bad there? No.
no, I didn't get hit.
Okay.
Barbuda
Is who got the
Total.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbuda got hit like here.
Yeah. So how it's been for you, Brass, supporting him in this endeavor? Because I know you're a boss lady in your own right. So how has that transition been? And I know you've been there before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we got married in Antigua in 2012, and I lived there before
Right.
for a couple of years, but it was kind of like you suddenly got plucked out of your life here and was thrown into another life. There was no time to really
Right.
prepare or adjust. So I think it was a little harder for me because I was outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
It's his hometown,
Right.
his
Right.
boys,
Right,
his
right.
family, and I was just kind of like,
Here I am.
Along
Here
for
I
the
am.
ride.
But you have to do what you have to do,
Right.
especially for your kids when they're young and they can't do anything on their own.
Right.
And hey, reset button.
So in terms of moving there to support Drastic on this endeavor, what have you been doing with yourself? To keep your busy life more busy, because I know you're a mom, you're a makeup artist, you're a manager, you wear so many hats.
Yeah, too many.
It's never such thing as too
I know,
many.
and I think every year I'm adding on another hat, but I just prefer to learn to do things myself and not have to depend on other people. So that's how I ended up accumulating my
Right.
hats, per se. So how it's been, woo, crazy. I don't think there's been like a off day or off
Oh,
period,
wow.
really.
Wow.
It's just kind of been going, and I think we're just trying to do as much as we can while we're young.
Yeah.
You are young.
Anyways,
I'm young. I don't know about.
That's
Okay.
the spirit. But I think
I don't know
we're
people
women.
go
That's
with
what we
this thing.
do.
Yeah,
after
so y'all-
30, it's like,
You still have a lot
See,
left
you're
in you,
saying
girl.
y'all are saying 30, and I'm over here like 25. That's
what?
it for me.
That's the last time I celebrated my birthday. So I
25?
usually tell people I'm like 25 for the 7th time. And they're like,
Go, girl.
I don't know about you
just
women,
saying.
but men get younger as we
y'all
age.
ain't gotta bear no
I
kids,
mean,
man.
look at LeBron James, right?
No, you didn't.
The older he gets and the more he goes into the NBA, the better he gets.
This
every
is true. This is
season.
this man's
Okay, so
15th
so
year,
then
and
we have
he's-
Yeah,
better
but
to
he's making
get
more
coming
money
from
every
you
year.
then. That's
Oh,
what
yeah,
that
he's-
means.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting better every year. He has. This
He
is
has.
his 15th year, and
Yep.
this is his beast mode. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his best
dude's
season ever.
athleticism is beyond incredible.
And I think stuff like that, it's all personal. I feel
Yeah.
like as you get older, you want to do certain things for
Yeah.
yourself. You
Yeah.
wanna
You have
reach
goals, yeah.
You want to go past the stars, do everything that you want to. So I think that's more personal. As we get older, we
Exactly.
kind of
Yeah. Well, I think, and too, for women at 30, you feel like, oh my God, the things that I thought I could accomplish,
Right.
my time is getting shorter.
I went through that.
Right.
That's
So
why,
I think
that's why I
women,
don't like that
yeah.
goal, because they brought us up teaching us, set goals, and
Yeah.
then when you don't reach a goal, you feel like you fail.
Yeah.
That's just one of the learning tactics or techniques that I don't like.
Okay.
I prefer just do you.
Just do you.
Because when you set goals, you're just setting
Yeah.
up yourself to failure.
Sounds good.
That's true. And what we've been doing since we started with you guys sitting here is we've been asking separate. I think we've been asking separate. I think the coolest part about you two is that I don't see a lot of couples kind of mesh. You guys mesh so, even here, like seeing you before, you guys mesh so well together. Like, how does it work? How does it? How do y'all do it? I don't know.
The secret is to fight a lot.
Okay.
Listen,
I agree.
I think people enjoy watching us interact because, like, it's ridiculous. You've seen it, right?
I do.
Like people would think that we're legit fighting, but we're just
hate
having
that.
a conversation, you know. And it's really fun and exciting. And I poke stuff at him all the
Gets
time.
me upset all the time.
But that's why I tell people, for a relationship to work, you have to be friends first. And
I was
think
just gonna say it sounds like
because
that's
we're
a good
friends,
friendship.
we could just talk smack all the time at each other, and people are like, "Oh my God, are they fighting?" And we're like, "Yeah, I don't like you."
No, gotta ask this question because I haven't got the answer yet. Because we asked how it's been since you moved, but I need to know musically
Yeah.
for Drastic. How has it been? Because in my eyes, I tell you, in my eyes,
It look level up.
not that it looks level. Well, I guess that's a word, lack of a better term. It does look level up, but in my eyes, it looks like it was a better switch. Because to me, I've always said this to you. I've always said this to other people. I don't think your career was going as fast as it could, or as far as it could.
Yeah.
And when you guys made the move, and I saw that you were leaving, it was just like, nah, I feel like they're leaving for the better, because I know you had so many connections in Antigua.
Yeah.
I know there was so many people you wanted to walk with.
Yeah.
I know you've had battles with the festival committees over there, and stuff like that. But in my eyes, I don't know, I've just seen that it has gone a level up. Is that true?
Yeah,
In a way, in a sense.
Yeah, it has. And I don't know why per se, but I mean,
Right.
I would say
I push.
living on a small island gives you its limitations in terms
Right.
of how you can network, especially when it comes to the music industry. And a lot of people, they're not gonna like come to Tortola per se to work on music or whatever. You have to go to them. You have to leave the island. You have to leave the Caribbean, and that's it. It's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind
Right.
kind of thing. So certain producers, certain songwriters, certain artists, like if they don't see you around, you don't really exist. And it's not like an intentional thing. It's just because creatives are very focused on what they're doing. So it's we had to leave, in essence, for the betterment of his career, my career. It's just a sacrifice that we had to make because we were really comfortable in Tortola, had a nice ocean view,
Love that place.
Yeah.
and it's still really hard every time we come home. It's just like, okay, that beauty, it's still kind of there, but it's not the same.
You said something just now. You said you got comfortable, and I felt like you needed to get out of comfort
Probably.
again, in order to see, in order to
Man.
feel as if, I can push myself. I got is this.
That's a fact,
Let's go.
because it
But
has,
the
it has
reset
made
button
it
did
push.
push us, yes.
It has made you push hard. I mean, also remember Antigua's EC dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to work 3 times as hard
Right.
than working here.
Right,
Yeah.
and probably competition-wise too. You know what I'm saying? Because my son used to sail competitively, and I always would tell him, you don't have any competitions in the BBI. It's when you leave the BBI your competition start.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the world is so much bigger out there, so it challenges you to push harder. I mean, you're a Grammy-nominated artist. Tell us about that. In 2 minutes before we go to break.
I mean, that's
always
cool.
stirred about
I mean, it's cool. I never really make a big deal out of it. My friends make a bigger deal out of it than me.
Okay.
He's like, oh, I do.
I maybe make a big deal when I'm a Grammy winner.
Right.
But for now, we're nominated. It's cool. It's a blessing. I'm grateful for it. And that really happened because of Jackie.
Okay.
Just writing on his album, and his album, was one of the top 4 reggae albums that year. And I continue to do writing for him, so hopefully we can, win a Grammy next time around.
Great.
That's all it's been. I mean, this is an opportunity. I took it. And, yeah.
Are you still in the works with Jackie?
Yeah, I
You guys
mean,
still talk?
we still have unfinished songs to release. He hasn't even released his album yet. And I think the album's name is Royal Soldiers, which is the name of a song I wrote for him. So
I was gonna say, didn't I hear a song like
that
a
song
year
is
ago?
like what,
Yeah.
track 1 or 2 on the album. It's one of the first songs that you'll hear, so I think that's really
so
dope, too.
exciting.
That's
That is so
cool.
exciting. And you're so mellow about it.
I
And
know.
you're like, I'll be a hype man.
I don't know, man. Like maybe when they start writing for the Rihannas and those big.
It'll
folks,
happen.
Well, it'll
It'll
happen,
happen,
you know.
yeah.
I think it'll happen.
you know,
Definitely.
that's the goal.
That's the
Hey, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Probably might be waiting for the next Rihanna.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
That's
Here I am.
true.
Not you, sorry.
Go, Benta.
Put my hand up, just like, hello.
Anyway, guys, it's 3:30 on the dot in the BVI. You're here on 90.9 FM with Drastic, Brass, Swain Show, Pinta, BVI Chick,
BVI.
Pulse VI.
Pulse VI.
Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM. We'll be right back. Hold on. Please tune in. Stay tuned.
Call someone, tell someone.
Hey.
Bag on.
Pulse VI.
We're back. Okay, so you were playing some songs earlier, before the show started. Tell us about that. You said something's dropping this week or next week?
Yeah, I was playing Super Saiyan when I walked in.
Super what?
Super Saiyan.
Like in Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, I was about to say.
Hello.
Oh, I thought your generation didn't know.
No. I'm an anime geek. I'm an anime geek.
Okay. 50 cool points.
But with Dragon Ball Super now.
Yeah, super.
Z days are gone. But yeah, I produced that track alongside Taj. He's a producer that I'm working with out of Antigua, and I do most of my stuff at Chosen Sounds Studios. It's gonna be my jumpy, so I'm releasing that on Wednesday.
Wait, sorry, what does that mean?
Jumpy means
Up
like...
tempo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you have 2 categories in the Soca Monarch competition. You have the groovy and you have
Okay.
the jumpy.
Okay.
So, it's usually a certain BPM or tempo
Yeah.
for the groovy. It's more, slow,
Right.
Moving.
melodical, and
Yeah.
the jumpy's more like the party, dancey kind of
Okay,
stuff.
gotcha.
Okay, cool.
What's the date of Soca Monarch this year?
The,
You guys have
the
the
date?
5th,
Yeah, the
the
date.
5th of August.
It's the 5th of August?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's, like...
It's
Antigua.
In
Because
Antigua.
they're
Oh, I was about to say,
festival- I think
did
it's
we
the
have
same
one here
time
too?
as ours, right?
Basically.
Yeah, basically,
like
late
couple
July.
Because
off,
Yeah.
the Antigua Carnival is July 27th
But theirs is
to
big.
the 7th of August.
Yeah,
Okay.
my brother always goes and it's like y'all have the juvie on the beach or something. It ends at the beach or something.
All kind of stuff.
My
Yeah.
God, it's
All kind of
humongous.
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
humongous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to come over there from the 3rd to the 6th.
That'd be dope.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would try to go.
That would be
I know
nice.
my mom would be there
Oh,
from
are
the
we
3rd to
going?
the 10th, I think.
Everything?
So I'm gonna try to at least be there from the 3rd with
Pulse
her.
VI
and maybe
should
go
make
to
a
the
trip.
6th.
Oh my
I
God.
think so.
Yeah.
I've never been to Antigua.
Well, then let's go.
Really?
Let's go. Let's see what we can get
I've
done.
been to the airport. I've been there.
My family's from Antigua, basically. My mom is from Antigua. My grandma's from Antigua. My
Okay.
uncle was actually here for 3 weeks from
Okay.
Antigua, so I have
Cool.
reason to go.
Yeah, I bumped into
there.
your mom in Antigua too.
Well, I think the Hodges are originally from Antigua.
Oh,
You think?
Well,
You know.
or Hodges are from Anguilla.
Anguilla. I know it's an
Anguilla.
A.
Oh, you're
It's
hot.
Okay,
you
it's Anguilla.
Oh. But
So you
no.
guys might be related.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You never knew.
I don't understand
Somewhere
you
down the
talk to other
pipeline.
people, okay? Like, I've never met a set of people who have the same last name and don't know if they're related.
Oh, God.
You think that's
Well,
bad?
the Hodge-
There's 3 Robert Swains in the BVI.
Yes,
What?
they are.
I'm not related to any of them.
I know he told us that we were like,
Because I think one is Caucasian, right?
2 are Caucasians.
2 are Caucasian, okay.
And there's me.
Yeah.
like a little swirl. Oh my Oreo. But that's really cool though.
But yeah, the Hodges is kind of a big family
Yeah,
in the
huge.
BVI, and it's all like each part of the island there.
Yeah. There's
So
east,
it's
west,
like-
countryside,
yeah.
town.
Yeah.
And then you have me, one and only Jallo.
Jallo. Look at her.
Hey, more jello
Hello.
for Jallo.
I know one Jallo in Antigua.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's
you do?
African.
And me
She's
too.
African.
Well, duh, it's an African name.
Yes,
She's African.
She's African.
Well, I need to hook y'all up then. Never know.
They're probably
Small
related.
world.
They're
Yeah,
probably
I'm saying,
related.
I'm saying,
Probably.
Probably related.
Oh my
Probably.
God. So when does Super Set, like, how can we access that? When, what's happening with that?
So I'm just gonna release Super Saiyan to the radio stations. Most likely it'll be on iTunes in the next 2 weeks and
Okay.
Spotify and Amazon and all that good stuff. I'll put it on my SoundCloud, which is This Is Drastic. My SoundCloud, my Instagram, my Twitter is all This Is Drastic, THISIZ
I was just looking at-
Drastic.
Drastic.
And my Facebook is facebook.com/Team Drastic.
Okay.
So we have Super Saiyan coming. I dropped a freestyle I think last week while I was in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yep.
Because Atlanta is very inspirational, you know. So
Oh,
walking through
cool.
the city and everything, you get in the
Right.
vibe. So
Right.
it kind of took me back to the old me, because the old Drastic with BV and Drastic, VI Idols, we used to do a lot of remixes and a lot of freestyles on certain beats. So I started doing that. It brought me back to that. So I did a
Yeah.
freestyle on that Gotti track for 6ix9ine. And I did a freestyle on Meeks Mill's Save Me. So that one's gonna
Wow,
drop next
I love
week as
that.
well.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That is
And
I think I have that one in my inbox.
yeah, I sent it to you to listen.
Yeah.
The demo, not the final copy.
I don't think I listened to it.
Yeah, you
Excuse me?
haven't. I'm upset with you.
100% honest. I did not.
I'm
listen
low-key
to it.
upset with him. He didn't
Yeah.
listen to it. I know he didn't listen to it because he
Then
didn't
why
give no
don't
feedback.
send it to him?
okay.
Don't send it to
Because
him.
he know I'll tell him if it's trash or
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah. But the last
I'll tell him
freestyle,
if it's trash.
and I know you definitely will, because he probably wouldn't send it out after you tell him it's trash.
And people in Atlanta like the freestyle because I was walking through the hotel playing my loud phone and people were just like, what is that?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like
cool.
The melodies catch you.
That-
If
no,
you
I-
haven't listened to it, go check it out. The melodies catch you in it, and I think that's what it is. It's a,
No,
it's a different, it's a high tone
honestly.
voice that he's using it, and the
And really
melodies
laid
of it
back.
is just it's crazy.
And how do you help in his music, like with
Right.
critiques and stuff like that?
His manager.
How hard?
I was gonna say she's his
Yeah.
manager,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
What don't I help with? From the inception, you know, he'll pitch me an idea and I'll say okay. Usually, if I don't say anything, he's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm usually 110% honest with him when it comes to his music
Important.
because, you know, it's a reflection on the both of us.
Right.
And our standards are like up here.
Right.
And then next week, when we get here, we'll probably want it to be
Right.
up there.
Keep
So,
climbing.
Yeah.
Keep climbing.
And then I've helped him write some songs too.
Nice. This
And-
power couple thing is
I'm
just
saying, it
taking
works.
over.
She be in the kitchen flinging words at me.
I love it.
I'm like,
can't
no,
finish the line.
substitute with this. This rhyme sounds better.
It's funny to me because I've seen it. I've been there. I've
That's
been there.
cool,
When
that's
she was
cool. Isn't that
cooking,
cool?
when she is cooking, and me and him in the
the
living room
pot of
working on a
curry.
song. So it's like
Yes.
usually she's cooking salmon.
Oh yeah.
Usually salmon. If I ate up there 5 times, I had salmon 4 times. And I love salmon. So
It's good
like,
for you.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
I
love
do it.
salmon too, yeah.
Fry that salmon.
But yeah, most times I do the artwork for the cover. I've shot the music video, so I'm pretty involved
Very.
in the entire creative process. So his music is a reflection of me too.
So
Right.
it's literally a genuine partnership.
Right. So that's the glue right there. That's what keeps it together.
And you know, since we were dating, I genuinely had an interest in his career. I'm actually a musician too.
Awesome.
With
Any
6
hats?
Royal School of Music certification.
Wow.
But
And
hey,
you know, I was in all the high school bands. I was
Nice.
section leader for brass.
brass. Yep.
Right.
Hence
the
the
right.
Yes.
You got it now, people.
2 band tours.
wow.
I'd like to shout out Mr. Selwood. You know, he
Yep.
was very instrumental in
Right.
our development.
Pun intended.
Didn't just
Yeah.
didn't just teach us music, but taught us discipline and, you know, punctuality and that kind of
Good.
stuff too. So all of that was the foundation for me being the manager that I am today.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Perfect.
That's
Fantastic.
awesome.
Now, when you went to Atlanta,
See,
how was the response from the people?
it's beautiful, you know.
I got it on tape.
They called
I
me
saw some of it.
It was nice,
Yeah.
man. They even if they didn't know the songs, I got them to jam with me. I taught them a few of the songs. I taught them Bam Bam, had them singing along with me. Had some females come up on the stage and dance and
Wow.
Not dance, walk up.
Okay. Listen to what
Don't downplay it.
he's like,
Don't
they want
water it
dance,
down.
Like they came on stage
Oh.
to dance. They
Dance.
were
He was
walking
trying to
up.
clean
came on
it up.
stage
He was
in the
trying to
corner.
clean it up.
Yeah.
Not dance.
They
with
grooved
me.
a little bit.
yeah, man, it was nice, man. And that was was to tracks. I just wish it was like to a live band.
Wow,
Right, 'cause
I
we
could
always prefer to
imagine.
perform
Of
live.
course.
Man, I'll never forget when we did the live band last
Yo.
festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
The
never forget
energy
that.
was
I would
different.
never forget
It
that.
was awesome.
That was my first time ever. I mean, my first time performing was with Drastic. Musically, my first time performing was with Drastic,
I've seen
and that
you
was
perform with him, yeah.
that was in the basement.
Yeah.
And that was my actual very, very first time. And then I did it at
Festival.
No, before that I did it at Killer Tuma's.
Killer Tuma party.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Right,
And I
and
was like-
then it was festival.
He was all
Showed up.
bopping around.
Swain showed up 5 minutes before they call us on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie, where you at?
Not
Call him
only
now
that,
to the stage.
I showed
Drastic.
up 5 seconds
Seconds.
before my
5 seconds.
verse.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So
You just
that
jump, you
was-
just
Walked
jump
into
right
the
into
venue and
it.
grabbed the
right.
mic.
I grabbed the
was
mic
like-
from Dre and I
he
was like,
timing this.
let's go.
It was lit. 'cause
He
it
is
looked
an
like it was- it
excellent
looked like it was a part of
And
it.
the energy in there was awesome, so people
Listen,
receive it well.
That was the first time I met like my fitness goals on my phone. They were like, "Oh, ding ding ding." I'm like, I danced the whole
You
night
sure
for the Tuma
did.
release
You sure
party.
did.
Yep.
Shout
What a
out
release.
Tuma one time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
All the
the Killer
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack Entertainment.
I
You know.
can't do the. I can't do the. I tried. Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
And I just leave that right there.
Here we are. Beautiful Copenhagen.
No, but you guys, your son. That's what I was saying. It's like it's in the blood.
Yeah.
I
He
don't,
was
you know.
rocking.
He
too
was
much.
playing some music,
Yeah.
and here comes his son
Stop boogieing.
And he was on beat.
on
Jamming.
beat, on like.
And it was like, he was like, telling you that this is
Yeah.
okay.
This is- yeah.
That was his motion,
gives me
like,
the okay.
like that.
No,
yeah.
he usually points
it
out
okay.
the hits. Like once he
Okay.
starts bopping his head, we're like, okay, we got another one.
You got the young people.
From
it's so
from in the
cool.
womb,
Oh,
right?
wow.
His dad would play, guitar and all of that, and I could just feel him in there
Moving.
kicking. I'm like, okay, another
Yeah.
music
We got it,
baby.
we
is
got
here.
it.
My
Oh my
philosophy came
goodness.
about too.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I think that's perfect. It's just.
And we used to take him to like band rehearsals and stuff like that, and he'd like do his little dance and whatever, and fall asleep. And I'm talking like we're like right next to the drums,
Right.
and he's out
Wow.
because he's so accustomed to
Yeah,
the
he's used to
instruments.
it now. Yeah. That's cool.
You
That's
just
cool.
mentioned my philosophy. To me, like that has always been one of your biggest tracks, and I'll tell you why. It's because every time I hear it, I get goosebumps.
Oh, wow.
And every time I try to sing it, it's like I feeling like the positive vibes coming within me. It's almost as if it could be like, say if you're looking for some kind of positivity, looking to have a great day, it's like almost that song for me.
Yeah.
And I never forget the first time I heard it, that I literally got goosebumps.
Wow.
And it just feels like the song can go around to many schools, and I know you have sang it at schools, and I just feel like it still could be a big record.
Yeah,
Like,
still
if
gotta
somebody
work it.
picks it up, like if you tweak it some more here and there, it could still be like a big record. So I just wanted to say that. Boom. Anyway, 3:45 p.m. here with Drastic and Brass,
Time is
Pulse
running
VI.
out.
We're gonna take a short break, and we will be right back. Caribbean Superstation 90.9 FM.
Pulse VI.
Hey guys, we are back. Caribbean Superstation. That's the man Aiden himself in the background.
Yeah,
you're
yes,
hearing.
He wants to be on the mic.
He wants
He
to
was
be on the
singing on the
mic.
And he
mic.
was singing.
Yeah.
Soon, Baba. Soon.
So, Miss BVI,
Yes. I
So a lot
remember
of
that.
people don't know, eh?
People still call me
they
that.
should.
Really?
Because girl,
You did well.
you were beautiful. I mean, you're still beautiful, but I'm
should.
telling you, girl, you.
That was 8 years
And your
ago.
reign was
man.
awesome
I'm
because people
telling you,
still
it
remember.
was.
And you were one of the first I remember, I could say,
Yeah.
that actually made it that far and made such a huge, like they all go
huge
obviously.
impact.
Yeah.
But you made such an impact that we were all watching and
Yeah, and rooting.
And
yeah.
Yeah,
I miss my abs.
they'll come
get them
back.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's different from the person you were when you were Miss BVI to now?
Not too much. After I went to school in Jamaica, I pretty much came back vocally liberated, if that's a word.
Okay.
And so Miss BVI, that reign was like a challenge for me because I had to be very politically correct.
Yeah.
And that's like the opposite of who I am. Like people that really know me know I'm real dry. Like blunt, but I'm hilarious with it too because I like to laugh and I like to make people laugh, but that was really hard trying to everything you say is under a microscope.
Yeah.
And you're representing a whole nation and whatnot, being an ambassador. So that was probably my biggest challenge in the role. And then every time you step out, you have to have like makeup on
Yeah.
and
The
make sure your
perfect-
shoes match. You know, I like to be kind of bummy. I like jeans and flip flops and
Yeah.
no makeup.
Her bummy ain't bummy.
Yeah, but her bummy ain't bummy. It still ain't
Don't know
bummy.
what she talking
Well,
about.
but that's-
nothing about you is bummy, especially
bum or
the
something.
hair. I love the hair
Right.
transformation. It's
Listen,
like
when we were
it's
in Atlanta,
gorgeous.
right? I thought like this is like a norm, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But people were like, white people, black people, you know, everybody was like, oh,
Caucasians.
I love your hair, and
Yeah.
and I was just taken aback because you know, they're like, oh, you're so brave, and I'm like, this isn't bravery. I don't care. I just
Right.
I'm hot,
Right.
and
Yeah,
I
period.
like
That's the way
colors.
to
No,
say
so-
it. That's the
people
way to say
do
it,
that
yeah.
with hair, especially in the U.S. They do that with hair. I used to do all types of nonsense with my hair when I was in school, and people were like, "Oh, this is so nice, and you, no one does it." I'm like, Rihanna did it. So- but you know, I'm just half of my hairstyles I had, I was copying Rihanna. So.
yeah.
But you know, I guess it's like a personality thing, and
Yeah.
and people usually say you need the personality to.
It
rock
goes
certain
well with
looks.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anyone you guys are working with soon that you can say that you are working with musically?
Well, you know, we always
What's the
working.
tea?
I can't even.
Is there anyone new that we could let us know? Spill a little tea,
I don't know
a
if
little
he can tell you
green
yet.
tea.
I can't.
Okay.
They have to stay connected.
I respect
to know,
that.
right?
I respect that. I
Stay
respect that.
connected.
I'm just reaching, you know.
I'm gonna tell you
trying.
off here.
All I can say, we're going hard on the Atlanta links. We're gonna
Okay.
try and make the most out of our links up there. I mean,
Good.
like y'all said earlier, we have most of our folks are up there in the
Right.
music industry, and then you have Hollywood, which is now moving to
moving
Atlanta.
there. Everybody's having a second home in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
but to be honest, the Hollywood thing, because obviously everybody knows I was in the industry,
Yeah.
or tried to get into the industry. Can't say I was in it, because I'd be a lot further along. But anyway, I heard about Atlanta since 2008. So this would be 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I heard that Atlanta was a spot to move if you're especially if you're an African American and you
Yeah.
want to be in the acting industry. Go to Atlanta
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, because that's where Tyler Perry
Tyler Perry
Studios are
Studio
based.
is there.
Right, exactly.
Walking Dead is filmed there.
Yeah.
Like it's
Numerous
Turner.
tons
You know, there's
of
a lot of
shows.
movie
most of the
studios.
last
Yeah.
set of movies.
Avengers scenes
Yeah.
were filmed there.
The film tax is way
Transformers,
less
all
than,
those, yeah.
than
I don't
LA
think
than the
there's-
West Coast.
I don't
So
think there's tax there.
no, there is. It's
There's
just
tax.
the percentage is just so
So low.
small. It's so
Yeah.
low that it's I don't know. It's so
Yeah.
cheap to
Yeah.
film a movie there.
And
Compared
it's,
to
Versus
California.
Los Angeles, California.
everything's expensive in Cali.
Yep.
They text you for all types of nonsense. I ordered a pizza one time and it was like $50. I almost asked them to take it back.
Wow.
5-star pizza.
It was Papa John's.
Oh, no.
Papa John's,
I don't even like
no.
Papa John's.
You got ripped off because I don't know how
See,
you
we
got.
were in LA. It was ridiculous.
What kind of pizza?
It was a large pizza with
Because I'm not gonna let you
wings.
just talk about LA's pizza, Papa John's especially. There was
No, I don't like Papa John's. I have not eaten Papa John's since then.
They had diamonds in
Anybody
that
like Papa
pizza.
John's?
I don't know.
How many
Robbie
pizzas
does.
you ordered? 5?
One.
No way. You got robbed.
With 10 toppings.
Well, you
They knew she was a tourist.
you paid EC. That's what you meant.
Not in LA.
TT, sorry, TT. All right, guys, we got 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Not 10.
9.
We got 8 more minutes.
So what I'm gonna ask is, it seems like now these coming years is the rise of the power couple, and I mean the love that you guys got on our social media pages. I'm telling you, people are looking up to you guys. It's like you guys are inspiring younger couples. So what do you say to those younger couples coming up, especially those new in marriage? Because you guys just passed your honeymoon stage. I think 5 years is your honeymoon, and you've made it, because they usually say if you don't make it past the 5 years,
Yeah, you have
So,
the first year,
yeah.
whatever, and then the 5
yeah.
years. So we just made
you,
6.
You made 6, so you're on the path, and the energy between you guys are definitely there for a lifetime.
Right.
So I'm gonna put it in the universe out there. So what do you tell the young couples coming up? In terms of those that looking towards you guys.
Well-
Keep people out your business.
Amen.
Y'all, too much y'all be airing y'all dirty laundry out on social media.
Yeah,
Amen.
that's an absolute no.
Yeah.
And if I'm pissed at Art, when we go out, you'll never know.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
important.
we move as a unit. I
Regardless.
probably
You should.
can't stand him right now,
you-
but you'll never
people-
know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's really important to maintain, a positive public image, especially where, divorce is so high right now. And, a lot of people do look up to us to the fact that, we stayed married. And, especially as a couple in the entertainment industry, you got to deal with groupies. You got to deal with always being in the public eye.
I love my groupies.
And it takes, I never was really the jealous type per se. So, I understood how it worked with him being an artist, and he understood how it worked, me being a pageant queen at the time. We both had people trying to talk to us and approach us and stuff like that. So I think that understanding is paramount as well, because you have to have somebody that supports you and understands the industry that you're in and the kind of attention that you'll have. If you have somebody that doesn't understand the attention that you're going to have, then there'll always be an issue.
Right.
Because there'll always be somebody in your inbox. There's always going to be people trying to flirt with you.
Right.
It happens even if you're not in the industry or not popular. So
once you're with somebody,
once you're with somebody, period.
there's like a sign, hit on me, please.
Yes. Right there.
Yep.
So
It's the
crazy.
melanin,
It's
It's the melanin.
Yeah.
And then I would say communication is really important. Sometimes we don't like to hear the truth from our significant others, but I don't let that hold me back.
Go girls.
So
That's a very important point.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
you have to be able to tell them, okay, that's not working, or I don't like how you're doing this, so that it doesn't pile up and fester. And that's usually another problem that couples face. They just
They
don't
hold in a lot and-
express. Right, and then they'll go on Facebook and drop half words, and be like, well, all men are dogs, blah, blah, blah.
And from you do that, that's it now.
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Ain't no coming back from that.
Right.
So y'all need to keep your business off Facebook. And then this thing, run into your parents and try and tell them about everything. That doesn't work either.
Yeah.
One of the first things our marriage counselors told us was to keep your parents out of your marriage.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you're gonna want to run to them when you have problems, but he's like, try and work it out between yourself first, before you go to them, because you might have the issue where parents take sides.
They do.
And
That's
that
the
might
number
do more
It's
damage than
natural.
good.
Yeah.
Okay?
And when in doubt, pray. Like, if you just don't know what to do, just pray about it. The answer will come from somewhere.
Wow.
You'll run into somebody that'll tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you just really have to communicate and keep your drama off of Facebook, keep your drama out of other people's ears. And then another strong recommendation I have is, if you're a couple, you should hang out with other couples. Like, single people and couples don't have the same morals. Like, if you're going out to the club and you know that you have a girlfriend but your boy's single, they're normally going to be doing stuff that won't really work for you.
Yeah.
So as a couple, you need to hang with other like-minded couples.
Wow.
Right.
Because the single people, you're going to have some single friends, but they're not going to understand
Right.
what you're
They
doing.
can't fully grasp.
No.
Yeah. They can't
No.
fully grasp.
Wow. Good points. Good points.
It does like that's a good point.
I know, but I'm usually the single friend, so that's why I'm like. But I'm usually like don't do it. So I'm on the good side of.
You're the angel on the side
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
the
shoulder.
angel. Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Look at you.
Anyway, guys, it's been a fantastic show.
It has been.
I know.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you for having us.
I know it probably wouldn't have worked out, but it did. You just
did.
came in today or yesterday?
Yeah,
Just
today.
today.
This
Came in
afternoon.
Yeah.
today, this afternoon.
Yeah. So we feel
So,
blessed.
Like, we have
Thank
to do
you.
this interview.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we want to wish you guys all the best.
All the
Thank you.
absolute best and
All
everything.
Entire
Yeah.
Pulse VI. Keep it going.
We'll be watching.
Keep
We
it
will be.
going.
Yeah.
Because
I've been
I
waiting on
watching,
Super Saiyan.
you watching.
I know.
Drastic guys
I
sent me
feel
some
like I
tunes
know
to
a
jump on.
star, so I'm excited over here.
Make sure
Yeah.
you follow us on Instagram. That's like my favorite platform. I don't really like
too.
Facebook and
Okay.
I
Twitter.
love the Instagram.
I hate Snapchat.
I love
don't have it.
Instagram. So I
don't have it
am
anymore.
at the Brass Angel, all spelled in English because I believe in English. And he is at This Is Drastic
with a
IZ.
Z.
Yes.
With the
Okay.
IZ.
And make sure y'all check out my newest release. I mean, I can't even say newest because there's so much, but I dropped a groovy song called Cinderella.
Yes.
That is really sweet. It's picking up. People loving it. It's like a old school
Onion.
Burning Flames
Yeah.
meets,
Flames.
yeah.
Drastic.
Real
Okay,
live
cool.
So
instrument.
you guys
Right.
go make sure you check that out. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All live
It's on
instruments.
SoundCloud already, right?
Yeah.
Cinderella is on SoundCloud.
And
I said this is
YouTube.
Check it out.
drastic.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Drastic. You know.
Cool.
So
It was so fun having you guys.
I know.
It
Thank
really
you.
was.
Thank you guys.
Right.
We're gonna just wrap it up with a few things that we have some announcements.
Yeah,
and that's about it.
before we go, you guys, we're all about health. You know, we're trying to promote the health thing here. We probably need to go as a team. We'll consider it.
Yes.
You know,
I need
but
help.
okay, so what's happening? There's a walk relay for Global Wellness Day and the Be Healthy, Be Happy launch party, Saturday, 9th June at 5 a.m.
Yes.
at the Queen Elizabeth Park. So basically what's going to happen is you choose from 3 different challenges. You can walk the entire route yourself, or you can walk with a 4-member team, or you can do the 10,000 step challenge.
Wow.
So I think that's going to be really interesting. So you guys should check it out. You
Check
can
it out.
register. Just contact April Glasgow.
Yeah.
And we're going to share her stuff on our pages. So you guys can actually go and contact her and email and register and support, because this is really,
Yeah.
with everything that's happening, we need to be healthier. We need to
Yeah,
do a lot
mentally
more. Yeah,
especially.
mentally.
And some of us should be
physically.
on the route. You might see a Pulse shirt on the route. So, yeah.
It won't be me. I'll tell you that from now. But
We know
I'll
it won't
consider
be
it.
you.
I'll consider it. I will actually. I'm not good with the health thing. Like I told
Yeah.
y'all, I hope for the best. I eat and just hope for the best.
right.
Well,
So we'll try.
You, know,
Yeah.
you can,
Well,
you can eat what you want, just work out twice as hard.
Okay.
That's my philosophy.
I'll probably be there because I usually walk that time in the morning anyway. So I'll probably just change my route and come out and support.
Yeah,
So,
and then
yeah.
just
Better
follow
you
the
than
NHI
I.
Facebook, NHI on Facebook, and find out everything that's going on. Or just like I said, contact April. We'll share everything on our social media sites so you guys can
Yeah.
register.
And then this afternoon at 5 o'clock, it's the cancer.
Oh yeah, be my
survivor-
cancer. Yeah,
Cancer Society Survivor Vigil.
Yeah.
At the QE Park also.
Queen Elizabeth Park. So you
I
guys
think it's
go-
gonna only be about an hour. So
Yeah.
an hour out your afternoon, go out and support. You
And that's
know.
with Gloria?
It's
Gloria,
with
yeah.
Gloria
Gloria.
Foy. So yeah.
So they're gonna light one up for everybody who's
Light one up for everybody.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant.
Hey.
You know, so before that, and then because she was saying she was going to do that and then go to Brent's event.
Yeah. So.
Brent's event
and-
tonight?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
event is tonight.
Yeah.
It's his
See,
birthday.
that's
Happy
like the
birthday,
last
Brent.
time.
Yeah.
Your
to
last
celebrate
big
your birth-
celebration,
Yeah.
right?
25.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noted.
Boom. Anyway, guys, you're here. We're leaving. Gonna leave you guys, but before we leave, just want to let you know we have live cricket on 9.9 FM, Caribbean Superstation, West Indies versus Sri Lanka on the 6th of June, 2018,
Yes.
from 10 a.m. So please, you can listen live or on 90.9 FM, or you can go online at cbnvirginislands.com.
And don't forget to hit us up on all our social media
Yes.
platforms. And our
Pulse
email
VI. Yep.
address is pulsevi.wpe@gmail.com. If you want to advertise with us, if you want to come on the show, let us know what's going on. Talk to us.
Once again, that's pulsevi.wpe.
At gmail.com.
Shout out Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Shout out Drastic and Brass for coming.
Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Shout out
It was
Blake.
fun.
Shout out Shane. Shout out Binta, BVI chick. I just
Shout
want
out
one
Robbie.
more time. Shout out Suede Show.
Listen to him. He's on fire today.
Hey, I came in down, but I'm about to climb a mango
Same.
tree and chill out.
Let's climb a mountain.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I haven't climbed a mountain in a while.
So awesome sauce, you guys. Awesome sauce.
All right.
Yes.
Grapefruit juice.
We're out.
Overtime? No? Okay.
I don't know.
90.9 FM. This is Pulse VI Caribbean Superstation. We're signing out. Have a great day. See ya.
We be the heart of the VI. Feel the pulse and you will see why. Where I from, we do it B.I.G. On each other we could rely. Feel the pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.